I thank the Prime Minister for his very kind words and welcome the Prime Minister once again to Singapore. It is the first official visit by an incumbent Prime Minister of Israel to Singapore, but not the first time ever an Israeli Prime Minister has visited Singapore, because Yitzhak Rabin stopped by in 1993 after he went to Indonesia and called on President Suharto. We last met in April last year in Israel. And on that same visit, I also went to Jordan, to the Palestinian territories, and it gave me a better first-hand feel of the complexities and the difficulties and the opportunities in the Middle East. And I'm very glad today to have the opportunity to reciprocate the Prime Minister's hospitality and to welcome him here in Singapore. We are old friends, Singapore and Israel. It goes back to defense cooperation, to the Israeli assistance to the SAF when first Singapore became independent and was defenseless and needed to build up an armed force from scratch, for which we'll always be grateful. Since then, our ties have expanded enormously beyond defense and security. The Prime Minister and I had very good discussions on the many areas where we're now cooperating. Economics, Israel is a significant investor in Singapore, in fact, the second largest contributor of foreign direct investments into Singapore from the Middle East. Our companies are active in each other's countries. We have investments in Israel. Singtel is there, Temasek is there, and quite a number of Israeli companies and startups are here, using Singapore as a base to launch their business in the region. And our universities, our research institutes, also have regular exchanges and joint research projects. They have MOUs. We're happy with the progress, including MOUs which were signed on my visit to Israel last year. And we look forward to further cooperation because they've since signed further MOUs on cybersecurity between Nanyang Technological University and Ben Gurion University. Every year, 30 to 40 NUS students take up internships and part-time studies in Israel to learn about your startup culture and to pick up ideas from your technology companies. They interact with your people, they come back, they are energized and inspired, and they believe that they too can change the world, though citizens of a tiny nation, and can create world-leading companies and come up with breakthrough ideas. So we work on many areas, and nevertheless, I believe there's much more room for collaboration between our two sides. The Prime Minister and I also had a full discussion, or a considerable discussion, on developments in the Middle East, and he updated me on what's happening. And I explained to him why, although the Middle East is quite far away from Southeast Asia, it's of considerable concern to us, because it has impact on us. People all over the world are seized with the issues in the Middle East, including the issues between Israel and the Palestinians. And it is, especially for Muslims, an emotional issue. And Singapore is in Southeast Asia, surrounded by Muslim-majority countries, and we ourselves have a significant Muslim population who are an important part of our harmonious multiracial society. Singapore is good friends with Israel. We are also good friends with the Palestinian National Authority and with many Arab countries. We know that this is a very complex situation, and we hope that Israel and Palestine can resume direct negotiations and make progress towards a just and durable solution to this long-standing and often, unfortunately, violent conflict. We've consistently believed that a two-state solution between Israel and Palestine, however hard to achieve, is the only way to bring peace and security to both peoples and to the Middle East. I told the Prime Minister this last year when we met. It's still our view. And today the Prime Minister updated me on developments and his reasons for being cautiously optimistic about things. And I explained Singapore's position again and expressed my hope for peace between Israel and Palestine. And we hope that will contribute to a stabler Middle East and a stabler world. So I'd like to thank the Prime Minister again for visiting Singapore. I hope he'll have a good visit tomorrow, particularly I believe he is going to Toa Payoh to visit our housing developments and HDB flats. And we look forward to working together to strengthen the friendships between our countries and our peoples. Thank you. Thank you very much.